It's December 11th, and thank you for joining us for Ask Us Anything.
About the RV lifestyle, I guess, or anything else they want to know about, right? We are Mike and Jennifer, and it's nice to be here with you all. We're just talking in the green room with Phyllis, and earlier by email with Chris. Chris is handling all the YouTube stuff, and of course Phyllis is handling Facebook and pushing the questions up. And we were talking about artificial intelligence and how for creators, it is just revolutionizing the way you create content, from video to audio to still pictures.
So you mean there's hope for people that don't have intelligence? We can get some artificial intelligence?
I think that's exactly it. It's growing so fast, and the technology is improving so fast that it's pretty amazing. So we're trying a new camera tonight, and I don't know, it almost looks like you're a little soft, as they say in a picture, but we'll see if that improves a little bit. We'll mess with it. And we're using a different microphone because we always want to experiment, right?
The camera just considers you the alpha.
No, I was here before you.
Yeah, you came first. You're the alpha.
Yeah, no, I came first. I just sat up before you came down, and I think it would have been on you if it is, but it looks to me like you are a little soft, so I don't know what else to say. All right, let's get on with your questions. Help us to know. Say question in all caps, and comments if you can in caps, so we can tell the questions in the comments, and we'll answer as many as we can on this cool September. Ed Richards, Ed, we missed you last week.
Yes, I was concerned because you weren't there, because you're usually there.
Warm but gloomy south.
It's gloomy in Michigan too.
It's been gloomy in Michigan for
It's normally gloomy in Michigan.
A week, yeah, it is.
That's the norm here.
Yeah, hi, Bradley Olson.
Enjoyed seeing the video on your new Ponderosa in Michigan.
We can call it the Ponderosa, yeah.
Did the proximity of being only an hour away from that bakery
rise and roll?
Yeah, influence your decision on the purchase? I bet it did.
It was definitely a factor.
It was on the plus side.
Yeah.
Rise and roll, that bakery. That's good.
That's where they make the Amish crack.
Good donuts.
Incredible donut. But yes, it probably, being close to Elkhart. We have to go to Elkhart again this week. We're going like almost every week. We have a couple of models that we're able to get. One of the nice things about this property we bought in Southwest Michigan is it's less than an hour from Elkhart.
Now, it's supposed to snow on Wednesday. Is it supposed to snow Thursday or Friday, or just really Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Big storm sweeping across the center of the country. Lots of stuff in the south. Ed, be careful of the weather coming through your way. And then lots of snow, near blizzard on the upper plains. And then it's going to be a tough snow. And it's looked like it's coming through Tuesday to Thursday. It'll make its way.
So we should have done the podcast today so that maybe we could have gone down Monday, Tuesday.
Well, I don't think the models, they're getting them ready for us. One of the nice things about being so close to Elkhart is, we have all these contacts in the various RV manufacturers, and all the RVs, 90% are made in Elkhart or the near area. So we heard about a couple new models that are going to be introduced in Tampa, and we got one of the manufacturers to agree to give us a sneak peek before everybody else. So why not do that? You can scoop the world, right?
Yeah, and then we don't have to rush.
Right, and it'd be nice. So, Ron Wijeka.
Hello, Mike and Jen from snowy upstate New York. Don't let it go here, snowy.
The Adirondacks. Suzanne Weiss is checking in.
Good discount diesel app.
Oh yeah.
On Mudflap app, just filled up tonight at $3.20 a gallon.
Wow, Suzanne, where did you get diesel at $3.20? I just saw it's like $4.99 at one of the stations near me in Michigan. So diesel at $3.20. I need to know where that is, Suzanne. It's probably, obviously it's not in Michigan, but where we are tonight. But awesome. By the way, everybody asks us, why are we in Michigan so much? Well, we did a story a couple of weeks ago about the property we bought in Southwest Michigan. So we're going to be going back and forth to that, staying in our RV when we're there. We're overseeing a remodeling of the house. We are setting up a couple of RV sites there as best we can in the winter. So that's one of the reasons. And, family and Elkhart, and it's all nearby. so we can report better to you on things happening in the industry if we have a base right near there. But we always take December off from doing a lot of travel because this is when we get most of our medical checkups, our dental checkups, our maintenance, our human maintenance. So that's why we've been in Michigan for the last, and we'll be throughout December. Linda Ward. Oh, snowy Queechee, Vermont.
Ooh, sounds like a fun place.
Queechee? Did I pronounce it right? I did it. I didn't want to make you struggle for it because you can't see Jennifer's knee, but when she has trouble, she starts kneeing me. There, now she's hitting me.
Yeah, I'll hit you now.
Queechee.
I think that kind of.
It's probably like wrong,
but maybe we didn't pronounce it right.
Robin Ostermeyer. How you doing, Robin?
We are headed south for Christmas. As long as it's above 32 degrees, can we dewinterize?
You certainly can. Yep. I don't know what RV you're in and whether you have heaters on any of the tanks or anything, but yep, if the temperature is above 32, you don't have to worry. If it gets down a little bit towards that, at night and you're in the RV with the heater on, you're fine as long as it warms up in the daytime above 32. So you can, that's how we always did. If the temperature's 32 or above, we dewinterize as we head south. Good question. Sandra Finley.
I'll be heading to Louisville, Kentucky this spring, just wondering what roads I should avoid due to earthquake conditions.
That's your word, yeah. I-65 south of Louisville is it used to be I-75 south of Detroit, but now it's I-65 south of Louisville. Between Louisville and Bardstown, it's just dreadful. The Bardstown exit, it's just absolutely dreadful. I-65. I think you're okay. There's some problems on 65 in Indiana, north of Louisville. It's the road. There's some pretty bad stretches there, but I-65 needs a major overhaul.
The roads are fluid. For being bad.
Yes.
One area is bad, another area gets bad.
Yeah. Yep. Shirley Benoit. Oh my gosh, Shirley, we haven't had a super sticker or whatever they call that extra cash thing that you can tip us on YouTube. We haven't had those in months. So thank you for the super sticker, Shirley. And it's good to see you on tonight. Shirley's a regular. We haven't seen her lately. Val Talia.
When is your winter gathering? And if coming soon, how do we sign up?
Go to the website, rvlifestyle.com. You can learn all about it right there tonight. It's coming up on
first weekend in January.
Thursday the 5th through Sunday the 7th. And all the info is the lead story at rvlifestyle.com tonight. Go check it out. We'd love to see you. And it tells you how to sign up. We can't wait. That's going to be fun. Johnny Lightning, hey, he's from Michigan.
Yeah, from the middle of the mitten.
Johnny offered to come and help us renovate the house on that new property.
Careful what you offer.
Yeah, careful what you offer, Johnny. It might happen. Sheila Merkel.
Now we've got your camera in the middle of the words.
Oh, well, we can fix that.
I'm look at that. Newer to the RV lifestyle. I want to pivot my photo organization business to a remote area. I plan to help
model. Yep.
I plan to help our viewers build a travel archive that contains travel notes, photos, videos, and stories so that they can be shared with family and friends and can be passed down to the next generation. Are there RV camps where I can offer workshops? Any advice for me on how to serve this market?
Maybe. I don't know of any campgrounds that some of them might let you do something, but how are you going to get the word out, Sheila? That's the problem. You need to get the word out. And that means you're going to probably have to invest some money in advertising or marketing for yourself. I'm sure that if you're staying at an RV campground in an RV, they'll let you do a workshop. There are people who do stuff like that, who specialize it, and they appear all over the country at RV shows and do seminars, but they have pretty well-known names. I'm thinking of our friends, the Geeks on Tour, who often will talk about organizing stuff with photos. And so, you got to sell yourself. It's a marketing world. Marketing is everything, Sheila. And that's the way you need to get the word out. So I guess my suggestion would be maybe book a campground, see if they'll let you do a seminar, and then good luck. And most websites and most Facebook groups are deluged with people who are trying to promote their businesses, and so they don't let you post that stuff. So somehow you have to figure a way to, I guess, buy advertising. That's probably the best thing. You have some suggestions?
If a home state would allow you to do something like that. If you live in a state and you send in enough letters or whatever, and
maybe working with a tourist, find an area that has an active tourist bureau, and maybe they'll pay you to do it, or they'll let you do it for free and they'll publicize it. That's a good idea, John. Should ask John, not me. Yeah. Good luck to you, Sheila. I'd like to hear how that comes out. Matthew Blau.
Have you ever cooked a holiday meal in an RV? Yes. 4th of July. Hot dogs, hamburgers.
I was wondering what you were going to say. We're at the age now where holiday meals are best cooked by someone else. We just decided after Thanksgiving, right? We want to all go to restaurants maybe. And the older you get, the more you think about that. It's a lot of work. You
think of how much work it is even if a person loves to cook,
it's a lot of work for that one person who does it.
I mean,
our daughter-in-law did one this past Thanksgiving, and she worked really hard.
Oh, she worked really, really hard. And now when it's at our house, somebody gets mashed potatoes, somebody gets gravy, somebody carves a turkey.
But can you imagine doing that in an RV?
No, there wouldn't be enough room for all those somebodies.
Yeah, there wouldn't be, because
take it outside.
We still want to spend a
holiday meal in an RV.
We are at
where there's a will, there's a way. You can do it.
We're at the point in our life where we want to spend those holidays with family. So we try to. In fact, sometimes we'll travel across the country just to see how many we can visit in one holiday, but not in an RV. Other than the 4th of July and Memorial Day and Labor Day. Come to think of it, it's hot dogs and hamburgers work. Mark Pillary.
Have you and Comet Troy finished your properties in Tennessee?
Comet Troy, I think, will be working on his for a long time, but ours is pretty much done. I've got another thing we're thinking about doing come warm weather, maybe, but it's done. I have 3 sites in, and we got it fenced and gated, and we're delighted with it. In fact, we were just talking today. We're thinking of actually going down right after Christmas for a while. We miss it.
But we can't, because we got to go to Tequila Falls.
We have to be up in the Upper Peninsula,
and then we got to be in Tampa.
And then we decided with Tampa, we got to drive down to Tampa right after that. So sometime in there, we'll either go back and forth to Tampa.
We have a heart's desire to go there.
Yeah, but we're done with ours. We're thinking of other things we can add to it, but right now we're done with it. Steve Egbert.
Getting some rain here in California. Enjoyed the new property video. Thank you for that. And I bet you need the rain.
Yeah, that's good. I wonder if I know up in the mountains, you got up by Sacramento and over into Nevada there, they really got zapped by that winter storm that's coming across. So thanks. John Dolan.
Haven't watched in months. Miss seeing you. You guys look great. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. And Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, John. Thanks. Edward Doran.
Hello from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada, eh? Yeah, good to see you, Edward. Vito Frank.
What's up from Long Island?
Hey, good to see you on, Vito. Thank you for checking in with us today. It's always good to see some people. And Mike Woods.
Going to Elkhart means you're looking for your next RV.
No.
Oh, he's always, don't listen to that. He's always looking for his next RV.
Only because every time I see a new one, I say, oh, I really like that. But no, well, I don't know. I should never say never, because I never thought I'd be in a fifth wheel ever.
I know.
But we do hear about new things that are coming out, because we're so well connected with the industry. I wish. But so, we're not that far away. So I'm being aggressive. I'm saying, hey, can we come shoot some video on this new prototype we hear you have? And more often than not, they say, yeah. And that's what we're hoping to do this week.
It just makes sense for us to be closer to Elkhart. We probably should have done that 10 years ago.
Yeah, because you really need to go there a lot. Journalists need to go to Washington because that's the capital of the world. Well, Elkhart's the RV capital of the world. So Paula Briglin.
All right. Thank you for telling us about the RV land. We were one of the lucky ones who purchased in Paradise Landing. dreams can come true. Oh, that's so nice to hear that you're happy.
We visited Paradise Landing in June, I think it was, and we're just so impressed. But that thing sold out like in just a month or two.
Didn't
it was
take
just
long.
Amazing how fast that went. Those properties went. Beautiful, right on Kentucky Lake, or the Tennessee River, as it's officially known. And glad you're there, Paula. That's awesome. You're not too far from us from Linden, Tennessee. So, Helmut Madsen.
Ooh, hello from cold Denmark.
It is wintertime. Helmut, thank you so much, my friend, for checking in. It's good to see you. Suzanne Weiss, Nebraska.
Diesel in Nebraska is running from $3.35 to $5.
Wow, $3.35. I never thought I would see it that low this quickly. So let's hope it keeps going down. It's like I say, it's $5 now. It's just under $5. Anthony Pippin.
Good luck, Anthony, on your ham radio test tomorrow. I hope you remember everything. And
your amateur radio test. Good for you. It's right over here. This is my.
We all need that.
I can't make it show.
In case for some reason communication shut down.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I like ham.
You can get
one of my ham radio handy talkies. And, yep, it's all over there.
It's all good.
Yep. Good for you. Have fun. Bob Leach.
Mount Nebo State Park, Arkansas. Ever been there?
Have we been there? No. What was the name of the waterfall we did? We did a really cool waterfall there. No, I don't think we've been to Mount Nebo State Park in Arkansas. But Arkansas
sounds like
Arkansas
we should
got
go
some
there.
really neat stuff. So yeah. Good luck, Bob. I hope you're there.
We should go there.
Enjoy it. So that's good. Arlen Stevens.
Enjoy your programs from Longview, Texas. Come south.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's we're just kind of caught in a whirlwind right now.
Hey, from Kansas, Chris Mondo Biondo, $4.99. Look at that. He gave us $4.99 via YouTube. So thank you, Chris. And Merry Christmas to you and Amy. That's awesome to see you. And thank you for the $4.99. I love those things. Bob Leach, how are the air skirts working? They did great. They did really good. Us and the mice.
Yeah, the mice started building condos under there.
Yeah. If you saw that video, we did this video on our air skirts. It's on the YouTube channel. We came back not even a week later, and there was a mouse in the house in the RV.
Yeah, it came in under the sink. Under the
sink, there's all these little holes and stuff. So we've since tried to plug up anything we could see with steel wool and that stuff. But when we moved the RV to just move it a little bit, and I had to take the air skirts out, deflate them, and then I lifted up the tire covers. There's a whole colony of mice that were living underneath the tire cover, and so we haven't put them back on. Should I say?
I've never been afraid of mice. I've always thought they were kind of cute.
They are kind of cute.
But once you have them in your kitchen, dirty. They go to the bathroom all over the place. They chew everything up. I don't think they're cute.
Yep. But the air skirts.
We're really out in the country. We really need a cat.
We do need a cat. Don't say that. Somebody's going to bring us a cat, and that will drive Bo over.
Because
Bo does not want
cats. Bo considers cats squirrels.
The air skirts are great, but they're great if you're permanently. I mean, I wouldn't want to hook them up every time I go someplace in the winter. We're going camping up to Quammon Falls for a weekend. I'm not going to bring them. We may give those away, actually.
If somebody would like them.
Yeah, because I don't see us using them other than that test purposes.
Anybody on the western side of the state?
They cost like $3,000. If you're on the western part of Michigan,
somebody's going to.
The first person who will meet me at a time that's convenient for me and pick them up and leave, because I won't be able to talk or hang around much, I'll give them to them. I really will.
And then they can resell them?
No, I don't want anybody to resell them. It's not fair. That's not a good thing to do. If they're going to actually use them.
If they're going to use them.
Yeah. But they work very well if you're staying in a place for one time. Just, go back in your RV and check it, because they create a little warm pocket of air underneath your RV, which makes the floor noticeably warmer.
Yes.
But
they work.
If you're out in the country, mice are going to like that. What's happening, Phyllis? Whoop.
Wouldn't it need to be somebody with the exact type of fifth wheel?
No, they could.
There are different sizes.
Ours is the fifth wheel we have is 32 feet. So they want to be about that size. They want to have a truck, but they could they could, I've got a whole bunch of them.
Box right in the middle because there's
You
4
could
feet,
you could
6
move
feet,
them
8
around.
feet.
Yeah, we have 4 feet, 6 feet, 8
8 feet.
feet, and they could mix and match, and they could get it in. But they're pretty cool. So there she goes.
It's
so anyway,
magic.
hey, James Massey, good to see you on there. And Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
What is the water hookup order you used? I asked on Facebook and surprised by the wide variety of responses.
That's the one we do right there. Faucet, regulator, filter, then hook up to the RV. Now everybody does it different. Everybody swears it, but that's the way we do it right there. That's
That
awesome.
faucet, regulator.
Faucet, put the regulator on, then the filter on the regulator, and then the RV. Some people put the filter at the end of the hose before you go to the RV. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. They say, well, it gets stuff that's in the hose out of there between the faucet and the RV, but go for it. Whatever. If that makes them happy, that's okay. But that's the way I do it. Faucet, regulator, filter, RV. Jim Wood.
Merry Christmas from Windsor, Ontario.
Windsor, Ontario, for those who wonder where that is the only place in Canada that is south of the United States. It is. It's directly south, across the Detroit River from Detroit. And we love Windsor. Good to see you on, Jim. Thanks for being there. Super Mario.
Is RV rental a good business?
Used to be, but there's 5 million different RV rental companies out there now. The competition is huge. Just do a search if you want to see RV rentals near me. And, that's a lot of people that are renting RVs.
Whatever is a good idea
is overdone.
Other people
Yeah.
see that, and then it's saturated.
But obviously, it's a fairly good business. I heard from somebody the other day that does RV storage, and they're opening a rental business on the side. So if you didn't want to keep yours always in storage, you could rent it out for you. It's good. It's a lot of work. You got
everything sounds good because like we have a condo
that we rent out.
Bought to rent it out, and it's kind of it is not all roses.
It's work. You have to screen the people, and there'll always be some issues. You got to have insurance. You got to report taxes. It's a challenge. And then you've got other people using your RV. You've got to wash it and clean it after every use. You got to have it cleaned really good.
And you don't know how considerate they are.
You don't know. You have to take a lot of time to kind of walk them through. You got to work hard on printing up all the instructions. But it is a business. It is a side business, and you can generate some money. And early on, I remember I interviewed a woman in California who started off with 1 and 2, and she had like a fleet of 7 or 8 that she rented off, and she made a pretty good living doing it. But there's a lot of competition now, and I think it's a lot of work. And personally, I wouldn't do it. So that's just me, because it's too much work. And I want to, when I want to go, I want to go. I don't want to think, I got somebody renting it that way. Bob Leach, the Wingham Oasis 540 motorhome.
Received an email this past week. They are finally available in the U.S.
It was a year ago. We saw those at Tampa, and they said it'd be here by July, but they weren't. So maybe they're coming now. They're a nice little RV.
Everything's delayed these days.
Yep. So good. If you get one, Bob, let us know.
Yeah.
We'd like to come see it.
Yeah, we'd like to see it.
Anthony Pepin.
What antenna do you use on your RV?
None right now. I carry around a dipole that I throw for, I think she's talking about my ham radio stuff. I carry around a dipole that I can set up to use HF. But for most of my stuff, I'll use just a little HT walkie-talkie, digital, and a hotspot, and I can talk all over the world with that. So it's RV amateur radio is just so amazing how it's the technology that has advanced that sport, that hobby. And it is a sport. There's a thing called radio sport, which I'll do up at Tequamanon, where there's a thing called Parks on the Air, where you activate a station and you see how many contacts you can make from how many different distances away. And I do that. I did it a couple of years ago. I'm going to do it again this year and set up my station out there and play with it. It's fun. Chris Mondo Biondo.
I would love to have those air skirts.
Well,
How are we going to get them to him?
He's going to have to drive to Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I'll meet you in 1 hour. I'll give them to you, and then I'm gone because I got to move else. But you got to get to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Frank Oblowitz. Can't pronounce it, Frank, but I think I got Oblowitz. Kovitz.
Okay. Do you ever use the Theford toilet bowl seat lubricant liquid when you winterize? Never heard of that. But maybe we should use
I have
it.
heard of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. We tend to use, and it's really meant when you're not using that toilet a
Makes
lot.
sense.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
But we camp in the winter and we flush with antifreeze. So it's always kind of lubricant and it's not just being empty and drying out. So it's used a lot.
Well, I would say everybody should use that because he uses it and his seals lasted 22 years in his Airstream.
Yeah. Good.
And, even though we've got time in between, I don't know how expensive it is, but this sounds like something that we should have.
Yeah, it's good. You don't want your seals to dry out.
Right.
They'll leak then. And
Yeah, I think that's an
odor will
excellent
come out,
idea. Everybody, that's what you want for Christmas.
all I want for Christmas is some toilet bowl lubricant.
Well,
It doesn't sound right.
well, that's a nasty job to have to replace those seals, and it's stinky if they crack and the smell gets out. Yuck.
Yuck. Hi, Larry Weitzel.
Can you open the slides on your fifth wheel while hitched to the truck?
I
don't think you should.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Can you? Yes, but
I think it might depend on how big the slide is as well, how much trouble.
yeah,
you're
I mean, some of
asking
these
for.
slides are monster, but you really, I think he's thinking about like, if you're going to go to Walmart and you want to spend the night, can you open the slide so you can have some
I
more
think
room?
you'd have to put the levelers
The
down.
problem, yeah, I would maybe put the levelers down, but that's going to put some stress on the hookups, and I would not recommend it. For one thing, it's going to get the slides are not going to be completely level, and then you want to put them back in, and it's easy to mess those all up as you retract and extend them. So I think you really should disconnect it from your truck. I know somebody's going to say, "Oh, I do it all the time," but we don't. So, and I don't think we would. So we would just unhook and then spend the night,
And we're
or
fortunate
not put the slides up.
because with our fifth wheel, we can use the kitchen area and the bathroom, and we could even sleep on the bed
Yeah.
without putting the slides out.
One of the things to look for in a trailer or a fifth wheel when you are purchasing it is, can you use it without putting the slides in? And in our case, you'd have to move the bed over a little bit,
Well,
because
the
it's
wardrobe, you could take it out just a little bit.
maybe a
Just
little, but
6 inches.
we can still sleep in it. We can still access the kitchen. We can still cook in it,
Mhm.
and we have a place to sit down even with the slides in.
Yeah.
Now we looked at one the other day that we saw that you couldn't. I think you
Right.
could get the refrigerator. That was it. You couldn't even sit down anywhere
See,
because
I
the slides
think
are so big.
This is our first fifth wheel.
First one,
And
and we
we
love
like
it. We
it.
just are
We
amazed.
like all the L sofa, all the places to sit. And we took out the little table and we put in your desk, and we got 2 comfy computer chairs.
They
and
can see the
added
video.
some- yeah,
We
I know,
have
but we like it.
Yeah, we really do. So,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do? We go on and on about our RVs. Ali Abnama,
What are your favorite winter camping spots in Michigan and Indiana?
Michigan, Platte River.
Because the bathrooms open year round. You can take a shower.
Yeah, Muskegon State Park and Tequamanon Falls State Park up in the UP. And those are all open in the winter. Most of the parks, are of course closed in the winter.
Mhm.
And those are the 3 that we really like the most.
And what about Indiana?
I don't know of any that I camp in Indiana.
We don't camp in Indiana. It's not that far away, but the price of gas, we try to stay close to home, just like everybody else.
I went by the KOA in Elkhart the other day, and I think those are more seasonal. It looked like it was pretty full.
Yeah, we got to get camping in Indiana now that we're the other side of the state.
Oh yeah, like Goff Lake and
Yeah.
down south. That's actually in Michigan, but it's just over the border. But for winter spots in Indiana, I can't help you out because we stick with
But-
Michigan.
But we'll be on it.
We'll be on it. Yeah, we'll let you know. Ask me that next year this time. We'll find one. So it's good. So for people who are interested in winter camping, as we said at the very top of the program, we just posted on the blog today a story about winter camping. Yes, your RV may be winterized, but you still can camp on it. In it, you just flush with antifreeze and bring your own fresh water. Now, you wouldn't want to do it for a week, 2-week period of time. You could, but you wouldn't.
Not unless you're into taking your dishes and washing them in the snow.
Yeah. Ooh. Watch out for yellow snow.
Oh, Michael, don't go there.
What did it say? What's the sign I saw? It said, "Never make snow angels in a dog park." Anyway.
Okay.
But anyway, you can camp in the wintertime, and I would urge you to look at the post today. And if you want to join us in just a couple of weeks up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it tells you all the details on that. It's a non-organized 3-day weekend. We don't plan. You do whatever you want during the day. We all kind of hang around for a little bit around fires at night and go out to eat on Friday and Saturday.
So the only suggested expense is chipping in for the firewood.
If you're chipping in for the firewood, and then there's lots to do. There's dog sled races that weekend, which are really fun to watch. And then we love to, every winter, we go explore the Lake Superior shoreline up by Whitefish Bay. And Bo runs free. And
yeah, we'll have our little routine.
Yep. So that's at rvlifestyle.com. A lot of people shopping, and I want to point out that we have a bunch of people that these are the products that we use and recommend, the RV Lifestyle partners on the page. Many of them are running specials or good deals right now because it's the holiday shopping season. So if you're looking for something in particular, go there and check that out, because they are there's some good deals to be had. All right. What time we got here? Oh, it's only a half hour into this. We got a few more minutes. Greg Allen.
Do you still have the road truck van? We don't. You're talking about your 2 RVs.
We haven't had a road truck in
Quite a
4
few
years, 5 years. We have our Arcadia fifth wheel, 32-foot fifth wheel.
Our first fifth wheel.
First fifth wheel, which, as you just heard a minute ago, we
like it.
Surprised how much we like it.
Yeah.
And we have a Class C Leisure Travel Vans Unity FX. It has one small slide in it, and we have that.
And we enjoy that. We
had a similar model of that Unity FX 3 years ago and liked it, and we got a new one in Hershey. But so we use one. We use the motorhome kind of for short trips back and forth and around. And the fifth wheel we like to use that on our property in Tennessee, and certainly our property in Michigan. So
the fifth wheel is a big luxury in Tennessee.
Like a cabin on
it's
wheels.
like a little cabin.
It's like a cabin on wheels.
You got elbow room.
Yep. Hi, Robert Arnold.
Brown County in Nashville, Indiana, and Charlestown in southern Indiana have very nice electric-only sites, pit toilets, and potable water all winter long. So that's good.
And
remember that.
And remember the Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington, Kentucky, right off I-75. That's one of our winter destinations when we travel south. We usually stay there. It's electric. The water's off, but they have warm showers in the bathhouse.
So we threw in the Kentucky Horse Park, but for Indiana, we got a couple of them now that we got to go check out.
Well, one in Nashville and one in Charleston, southern Indiana. Yeah. Thanks, Robert. Always good to hear. Terry Stump.
Our rig has heated tile floors. Are there any kind of floor mats that would let the heat dissipate up through them? The ones we have now make the floor under them super hot.
I don't think so. I think that, that's the trouble with tile floors.
Go online.
Yeah, you could ask, but I don't think so. I think the whole purpose of that is to have warm floors. And I know the tile's a little hard, but
I used to feel so sorry for our last elk hound because we had a road truck with heated floor.
Yes.
And elk hounds like snow. I mean, if we would have 4 inches of snow inside the rig, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
And heated floors.
He did his best to bring it in.
We never could figure out how to turn off those heated floors.
Yeah. Yep. But I don't think I would want to put a mat or something on it because it would not be good for the mat or the floors. So
yeah, boy, that is, it seems like if people sell these heated floors, they ought to be able to tell you, the manufacturer, what kind of mat to get, or whoever sells them the product.
Chris Cowley. Often the description if you're watching us on YouTube, lots of resources, travel guides. Just look at the description right under, those of you watching on YouTube, right underneath this video. Thank you, Chris. Chris is handling all of our YouTube chores today. So that's good. All right. We are pretty much done. We've gone through most of the questions that you had, and we know that this is a time as we just were working on the newsletter that goes out tomorrow, and we noted in that December is the least traveled RV month of the year.
And for good reason.
For people who are with family.
People are home.
And friends. Yeah. So always good to see you guys. And we look forward to Sunday nights so much. We hope that you have a great Merry Christmas and you're with family and friends. A great year in 2023. And let's hope that those gas prices keep falling. See you down the road.
Happy trails.